Hi guys, how are you all doing? So I thought as I've nearly finished all my university work and I'm on the verge of completing the year, I thought I'd go through some of my DVDs and Blu-rays because I'm quite a big movie collector. I collect mainstream films and underground films and films that, oh, the most horrible film of all time, that sort of thing, and which gets a lot of press. So I thought I'd go through it and show you. So up here we've got all my Blu-rays. So at the top we've got Parasite here, the Bong Joon-ho movie. I really loved this film. I remember seeing it at the cinema with my girlfriend before COVID-19 was a thing. And really before it was in any sort of big cinema chain, it was in a place called The Watershed, where I live. And it was packed out for weeks, but we were lucky to get uh, a seat. And basically we were the only, we were the only people that were a 20 plus age demographic. It was people like in their 50s and 60s going to see it. So it was really strange, but it was a good movie. Next up, we have The Deer Hunter. This is a really, really good movie. Perhaps one of my favourite films ever made. De Niro is amazing in it. Christopher Walken's devilishly delightful. It's a pretty long film, lots of violence, but it's a very real film, and you feel, sort of connected to the characters in the way they have really good, build-ups and that sort of thing. Next up, we've got oh, sorry, the focus is gone. Never mind. We've got Multiple Maniacs, one of John Waters' earlier films. This one's really, really fun to watch. It's the Criterion Collection version. A lot of fun. Obviously, the story's crazy. It's about Divine on the run, as she normally is in some of his films. But they host a freak show and basically just rob people at the end, and it all goes wrong. Meatball Machine. This is a new Blu-ray that came out a couple of months ago by Terracotta Discs. It's a really awesome splatterpunk film. Sorry, it's really not in focus. This is going to annoy me now, isn't it? We'll work with it. But yeah, it's loads of practical effects. It's basically like these parasite robot aliens can take over a human and they just have a big fight and kill each other. It's really gory, graphic, but a lot of fun. Possum. I have not seen Possum yet because I haven't got around to doing so. But the whole uncanny valley look of that puppet, spider puppet with the guy's head on it, really creeped me out. And it looks like a really interesting British horror film. Next we've got Rango, the amazing Johnny Depp film. If I can get this fucking thing to work. There we go. Really good animation. I really loved the oddball Western style that they went for in the movie. It's fantastic. Up next, we've got The House That Jack Built, a Lars von Trier movie. This is the only Lars von Trier film I own. I aim to get some more, but for now that'll do. It's really dark. It's a really dark film. I was shocked with what they could show, really. But I'm not going to spoil it. It's one of those things which you have to physically watch to get an idea of what's going on. Up next, we got some really, really cool movies, in my opinion. These are the films of these four movies. If I can get some light here, turn the brightness up. There we go. So these are the films of Guy Pearce. Guy Pearce is essentially just a really cool cat. He lives in Japan. Obviously, that's, I guess that's not the reason why he's cool, but he self distributes his own movies. And so yeah, difficulty breathing was really fucking intense. These two are the same movie, The Rope Maiden. This is the original one that came out. This is a re-release that came out during lockdown. I'm just gonna pull it out. Bear with me. And they're signed as well. You see that? You probably can't because the lighting is weird. There we go. Fucking signed by a legend. I really love these films. They're short films, but they're worth the money. This one's really cool because these are two short films that were uh, basically put through for a film festival. Johanko and Uncoffee. I do apologise if I spell that wrong. I think that's Uncoffee. That's Johanko. Yeah, it says it there in English. But yeah, really fun movies. batshit crazy. Up here we have the Guinea Pig Collection. This is the German version of the infamous Guinea Pig series that was made Martin Sheen, not Martin Sheen, sorry, Charlie Sheen, call the FBI because he thought what he was seeing was real, but it was all special effects. Love that, and I even have two of the American ones as well. So you got Bouquet of Guts and Gore and Bloodshot, which are really graphic but fun films. Up next, you've got two of Shozen Fukui's films, which he's an incredible director, really surreal, really got a punk attitude to his films, very aggressive. 964 Pinocchio, I think, is my favourite. Rubber's Lover is a bit more complex, but I don't know, give or take. One Cut of the Dead is an amazing take on the zombie franchise. It's really, really funny. And here is my holy grail of Shinya Tsukamoto films. I think Tsukamoto is perhaps one of my favourite directors of all time. I did a video on this one ages ago, this Tetsuo collection, because it had both Blu-ray and DVD versions of the movie. Yeah, I don't have a Snake of June just yet, because I haven't really thought it didn't look good to me. So about it just put me off. Not to do with the subject matter, but I just didn't really like the look of it. Tokyo Fist is really bizarre. Bullet Ballet is perhaps one of my favourite films of his. Really nice monochrome look. Kotoko terrified me and shook me up a little bit. Fires in the Plain is a really beautifully shot drama about cannibalistic people, soldiers. That was a terrible explanation, wasn't it? It's basically about soldiers running out of food and, you know, they get a bit cannibalistic on each other, really. Now, this collection here, Tsukamoto, has got 3 films in one. So you've got Haze, which was a short film that he did in 2003 or 4. It's really creepy and graphic. It's kind of like the Anti-Soul, really. Killing, which is a newer film, which is a samurai film. It's beautifully shot, nicely gory as well. I just love the whole aesthetic of that film. And one of his early films, The Adventures of Denchu no Kozo. Sorry, Denchu Kozo, not Denchu no Kozo. I don't know why I called that for, but it was basically his one of his early works that he did before Tetsuo, and it was on the DVD release of this film. But of course, that one goes for a lot of money now for some bizarre reason. But yeah, the Blu-ray version of Tetsuo, I don't know why it's creased like that for it shouldn't be. Class, and obviously we've seen that one before. So let's go into the Evil Dead series. I love the Evil Dead series. I haven't seen the series yet, which was on HBO. I just haven't got around to it. I think the second one's got to be my favourite, but I do love Army of Darkness as well. It's really fun. The first one's great because it's just a love letter to anyone who wants to just make a film. And the reboot was fantastic. I know obviously it's completely different, but Christ Almighty, it was good. It was so gory. The special effects and the atmosphere that they created was perfect. And here we have my Arrow Films Blu-rays. I got a few more down there on DVD, but we'll get to that in a minute. Massacre Guns are great, like LA Noir style film and from Japan. Really fun. The Incredible Melting Man is good. To a certain point, you only just watch it just to see the guy melt, really. 2 of David Cronenberg's early films, Rabbid and Shivers. Shivers is my favourite because it's just so creepy. I mean, Rabbid's good, but Shivers is... Ugh. Shivers gave me the creeps. Same with Invasion of the Body Snatchers with Jeff Goldblum. I forget who else is in it now, actually. Hold on. I think Leonard Nimoy's in it too. I forget the guy with the curly hair. I forget his name. Anyway, Shogo Ishii movie Burst City. This film is great. It's a really good punk film. Really, have lots of punk bands in it also, and it's basically just like 2 punk bands have a fight, and it's all set during like a dystopian city. Shogo Ishii is one of those interesting directors. Sorry, who has got a lot of character in his work. He also did the film Electric Dragon 90,000 Volts, which is really expensive, but I'll try and track down one day. John Carpenter's The Thing, that re-release. Seven Samurai is a really cool film. It's really long, but it's a really good film. I really love it. I even got the soundtrack on vinyl somewhere. Pasolini, the film William Defoe, basically just talks about and shows you the last few days of Piero Pasolini's life. Really, it's very sad. He was murdered before Salò was even released. And there we got Salò, the most infamous film ever made, uncut for the BBFC. Well, BBFC, the BFI, sorry, let me get my words out straight. And the Kenneth Anger collection. Now, I only heard of Kenneth Anger through John Walters, and I thought, who the hell is Kenneth Anger? And yeah, his work's really weird, but he's got a certain charm that I like, and I think that's why I picked it up. You gotta have Godzilla in your life, you know, the original class. Jan Svankmeyer's collection. Jan Svankmeyer is a fantastic director. He uses lots of surreal animation. I really, really love his work. I even got one down there, which I'll show you in a minute. It's a Wonderful Life, perhaps one of my favourite films of all time. Always makes me cry. Don't know why. It's just a beautiful film. It's wonderfully shot. This one actually has the colour version, actually. Yeah. But I'm pissed off because, if I can, oh, I took the sticker off. When I first bought this, it cost £20 before Christmas. And when I got it, it had a £1 charity sticker on it, and I was so annoyed. But yeah, that's another story for another time. Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger, perhaps one of my favourite of the Sinbad trilogy, just because of the amount of just really awesome stuff that they put in that movie. The people with a bunch of arms, you know, firing, you know, stuff. I'm just chatting like Joe Biden here, but anyway, right, I'll start again. I really loved that statue that had like loads of swords in its hand. That was really fun. What else have we got then? We got Hellraiser, another Arrow video release. Dawn of the Dead. Hold on. Can't see, can you? Dawn of the Dead. Another two of Kurosawa's films, High and Low and Akira. Really, really great stuff. What else have we got in here then? I'm actually going to turn this light on here. So there we go. Right then. So we've got the Stuart Ashen's collection. This came out, bollocks. This came out recently. Got that shout now. This came out. I waited ages for it, and it's signed by Stuart Ashen and the director and the editor, which is fantastic. Really, really funny movies, and The Fly on the Wall was a very interesting documentary on how the film was made. Up top here, we've got Tokyo Gore Police, which is ridiculously gory. Ichi the Killer, which is also nuts. Memoirs of a Geisha, I didn't really like that much, but it's still alright. Green Room's fantastic. Afro Samurai with Samuel L. Jackson. Mother, the really cool Darren Aronofsky film, and Godzilla, the reboot. We got up here the Human Centipede Trilogy, really goofy series of films. Utopia 1 and 2, perhaps one of my favourite TV shows of all time, really. It was a shame that season 3 was axed to, you know, make more crap for Channel 4. But there we go. You can have it both ways. Gummo, Harmony Korean movie. It doesn't make any sense, but it's just beautifully shot, really. Julian Donkey Boy is a bizarre one. It kind of shares the same sort of DNA of having no real script or plot, but it's just a fascinating tale, really. Transformers, Hateful Eight, Godzilla, the original King Kong versus Godzilla, which is fun. We got God Monster of Indian Flats. I heard about this through an Ashen's video, and it's one of the most stupidest films I've ever seen, but made me laugh. Got Indiana Jones Trilogy, Robocop, and Stellar. They are double stacked, but these I think are my favourite ones. Got a Scorsese film, my Original Thing DVD, La Haine, which is great. Batteries Not Included, which is one of my favourite childhood movies. Trainspotting. You got to have Trainspotting in your collection. Breathless is a really cool 1960s LA noir. Well, not an LA noir, like a noir French film from the New Waves cinema. What else? Irreversible, really, really creepy film. Makes me feel physically sick, but, you know, I mean, that's the point, I guess. I mean, I don't really agree with that scene. I think, you know, if you've seen the film, you know what I mean, but the film is shot beautifully. Oh, yeah, Lunacy, the other Jan Svankmajer film, which is awesome. This is on Channel 4 one night, and I just watched the whole thing, and it was great. It's kind of like set during a period of time where it's like forgotten, but it also they blend it in with modern Czechoslovakia. I think that's where he's from. You can correct me on that, but it always like feels off, and it's really fun. What else have we got there? We've got the VHSs, the original Star Wars trilogy. Got to have that. Oh, documentary on Tsukamoto, which is like my Bible. The very first movie to ever have gore. Herschel Gordon Lewis's Blood Feast. Good stuff. What else? The David Lynch collection, just up there. Robotech, which is a really, really cool anime series from the 80s. I heard about this through the Happy Console Gamer. I mean, you know, the guy has some good taste in anime. What can I say? Oh yeah, forgot about this. One of Peter Jackson's early works, Meet the Feebles, Hairspray, John Waters, Pink Flamingos, which is a ridiculously hilarious, dark, twisted. I had my shadows in the thing now. Ridiculously dark film. And Divine Eats Dog Poo, which is gross. Godzilla Final Wars. What have you got here? Oh yeah, Don't Breathe, awesome. Alright, so House of 1,000 Corpses, you got to have that. Iko Ue's first ever appearance in a Gareth Evans movie, before he did The Raid and The Raid 2. Got Mortal Kombat. Oh yeah, Machine Girl, which is absolutely great. Really good fun. What else? I'm trying to think now. Louis Theroux collection of all his like Louis Theroux's Weird Weekends and stuff. I really like that movie. I really like that series. We've got Slipknot's live Disaster Pieces live performance, which is really, really cool. You can find it online, but the quality's crap, so that's why I thought I'd get that instead. That's about it, really, I think. Yeah, I think that's about it. I've got quite a big collection. Oh yeah, Men Behind the Sun. Yeah, I think I already mentioned that. Really infamous Chinese film from the 80s. I'm trying to see what else you got now. I thought I had Brain Dead here somewhere, but I don't think I have. It's here somewhere anyway. Where is it? Oh, can't find it. That's typical, isn't it? No, can't find it at all. But yeah, there we go. That's my film. That's some of my film collection. I would go through all of it, but we'll be here for hours, unfortunately. Yeah. Hope you guys like that, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Take it steady. That was really loud.